Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to part 35 of Let's Play Tyranny. In the last part we were fighting, and I had to end the part because I'm a dickhead. Let's continue! So, yeah, we were having a bit of fun, killing these fuckers.
That's how it's done.
So we're just gonna finish doing that.
No problem, boss. You got it.
I shield assault on this bitch. We're gonna need, really need to rest after this, but like, we are, like, our health is shit. But then again, this is what I get for not playing for like 2 to 3 weeks. So I mean, it's my own fucking fault, ladies and gentlemen.
Right.
But hey, the fight's over. Although I am gonna rest, let's do so. There we go. So let's loot these fuckers now. I'm fucking
I got it.
So that was shit loot. Actually, I'm gonna quickly save, just to make sure I've got a save. There we go.
See that?
Yes, it's loot, but we can't get down there, so there's no point. I appreciate your help. There's still the matter of this rust storm. Our troops won't be able to advance until the tornado is dispatched once and for all. We'll show the steadfast insignia. I was told this artifact might clear the path through the storm. That thing looks more like a cloak ping from here. But these winds haven't been the kind to my eyes. She nods towards the wind wall. If it can get us through this storm and into the heart of the central stand, I won't be able to question the will of Kairos. Lead on, Fatebinder. I'm gonna force the wheel. Don't know why. I'm gonna say that was worthless. Loot. I love loot. I'll get that loot on the way back.
Send them at me in waves. Sorry, I can't. Sorry.
Yeah, I don't care enough. Come on, we're going this way.
Can't do that.
We'll take those guys out later. Yeah, we're just gonna use a steadfast insignia. We're not gonna fuck around. The wind will part as you hold the steadfast insignia aloft. Dust and debris swirl around a cone-shaped absence projected before you, which stretches into a tunnel of breathable air. The insignia jewels begins to glow brightly as if invigorated by this parting of the winds. Whatever dormant state the artifact occupied is now awakened and full of new potential, should you desire to use it.
Can't do that.
So we're gonna go through, of course, and we're gonna see who we can fuck over in this world. Because fucking people over is my #1 thing to do.
The path remains open behind us, making way for friend or foe alike. Sentinel's stand has never been more exposed.
That is correct. Can it be? A figure approaches through the storm. The Regent Skyblade seems ready to approach and welcome you. Dawning realization comes to her expression as soon as she hoists up her weapon in a stance of challenge. Announce yourself, invader. We haven't sat in the eye of the storm this long to become slaves of Kairos. Take us to Stradius Herodin. Barak advanced on the guard with a menacing air. I don't want to hear any more of your petty threats or how much you love your country. Deliver us to the serpent at the heart of this nest. Whoa there, big boy. I just watched the storm all day. Stradius is behind the wall. She glances in your direction with wonder. The insignia. The sentry lets out a startled yell. Someone bearing the regent's insignia comes this way. She squints her eye to make you out in the storm. Why have you come, stranger? Why would I roar over the volume of the storm? Sure, let's roar. A sky blade weapon waves in her hand, and her face turns an unhealthy pallor. She seems equally posed to drop it and run or make a careless swing to open some distance between you two. She furrows her brow and regains her bearing, advancing on you. You think I haven't screamed into the storm before? That's my desperation to see home again hasn't ripped from my throat when I least suspected. You think I haven't breathed in my weight in rust and debris? And that my throat isn't as raw and parched as yours? Then come at me and we'll see who roars the loudest.
I'm not here to make friends.
No, me.
I got it. I got it.
Seal assault that bitch. You dare have the fucking balls to fucking
I got it.
not do what I tell her to. Just move out of my fucking way.
On it.
I kind of thought that was the way through the wall, but apparently it's not. I'm guessing we have to go that way. I feel like this is going to be a very long trip.
Pay attention, kids. You might learn something.
This will be under my protection.
Well, that's her dead. My god. We'll try and get this Regent Bronze Armiger dead. Shouldn't be too hard in my opinion.
Right.
To say I made Verse a blade dancer, she's pretty good with a bow.
On it. We'll
It
do.
also has nothing to do with the fact that her bow is a better weapon.
Can't do that.
I'm gonna loot this. A massive spike split by the castle walls here, and yep, so just nothing interesting.
How'd you take a look at that?
Just gonna wait here and heal quickly. That'll do. Did I hear roaring a minute ago? The sentry trembles with his weapon drawn. I can only guess that that's my countryman Gar on your blood boots, invader. I warn you that I'm ready to put up a better fight, and your fragile shrieks won't unnerve me. Out of my way, peon! No amount of stalwart rats can keep me from wrapping my hands around the regent's throat. You're smart enough to recognize that us standing here means that the regent's time is over. He paused and regards you with new respect. You may be right. But I have a duty to protect the regent and the dignity of my position. I won't hesitate to take up arms against you if you try anything reckless. He speaks as if the prospect gives him no pleasure. I wish that Herodin was more inclined to negotiate for a better option, but he's leaving that responsibility in Cyrus's lap. He acts as if he can wait out the storm until it passes, but the rest of us aren't so sure. That sounds like a challenge to me. If you wipe the grit from your eyes, maybe you'll see that we've come with more than honeyed words at our disposal. I think the regent mistakes his place in the matter. He is the one who suspends this war with inaction, and will only be too happy to strip him of that distinction. I suggest you turn back the way you came. However it is you got here, and inform your superiors that we will not be budged. He hesitates and prepares to speak further. I voice bellows from the other side of the portcullis. Stay your weapons and raise the gate. I would speak with our guest. Looks over his shoulder. Step forward and present yourself then. Keep a respectful tongue and you won't have any trouble. Student ruler looks at you with a mixture of caution and amazement. His gaze lingers on the steadfast insignia. That explains how you were able to pierce the winds. But why have you come here? Not to liberate an enemy, I think. He squints. The long isolation has taken its toll, but we aren't deaf to the news of the outside world. I think I recognize a fate binder when I see one, so logic follows you are the keeper of Vendrian's well. Herodin! Barak pounds his fist together hard enough to shake the earth. Come out and face us, coward. You've dodged this reckoning long enough. The regent blinks. Do I know you? Your face. What little I can make of it eludes me. He sniffs and returns attention to you. Your friend here seems a mite unstable for an emissary work. You're not wrong. I'd say he's unstable for any kind of work. We've survived in the Overlord's prison for over a year. I live on, and so the regent's bloodlines endures. Even the disfavor couldn't breach Cyrus's wind wall, all when the edict crashed upon our heads. Though I'm less certain how you managed. He regards you with a hint of resignation. You didn't travel this far to deliver terms of surrender, did you? I'm here to end the Edict of Storms by delivering your head to graven ash. The great general isn't much of decoration, but I warrant the rest of the Legion will find it some use of it. No small task for one of Kyros's pet swine. Do you imagine it will be easy as running me through? I think not. I'm not ignorant as my part in this equation. I'm not ignorant of my part in this equation. The edict can only be ended with the blood of the last region, just as Kyros has decreed, he nods. I must warn you, I haven't survived this long only to be cut down by Kyros's lapdog. I endure the war, the disfavored suicide march, and the long isolation of the storm. I won't make it easy. You have delayed your death long enough. Regent, no more hiding. Typical that the attendants of Kyros's present no agreeable terms. You may distort the histories to reflect that I forced this confrontation, but everyone here will remember that you and your overlord looked at me in an impossible choice. I chose Stalwart. Harridan turns away and heads through the portcullis. I mean, to be fair, just going through portcullis isn't exactly going to stop us. If someone wants you dead, they're going to fucking kill you either way.
Pay attention, kids.
Really, they
You
may as
might
well
learn
just fucking
something.
accept his death. At least that's how I would not have done. I would have... actually, no, I would have probably accepted my fate like a man. I'm a man. It's kind of annoying that they're all focusing on me, which is kind of... I mean, can you just not? Verse... Yeah, let's get you a bit stronger. I'm gonna make her burning bow attack a bit better.
Sorry.
Let's break this guy's defense.
This weapon is entirely worthless.
Good.
Right.
This is actually pretty simple. I didn't think it. I thought it would be a bit harder, but it's not. Got an easy gate to open, so I mean this is pretty easy. And this guy's basically fucked because he's got all of it at once.
That's how it's done.
I got it. Will do.
This is a much. I must admit, this shield assault is amazing. Yeah, I'm not gonna waste my attacks. I'm just gonna let him die.
On it.
Oh. I wondered why the game wouldn't let me scroll out. That made much more sense now. You don't exactly need that stick, 'cause I'm pretty sure you can do this with athletics, because most of them you can. Yep, force a winch.
Sorry, I can't.
Right. Three, two, one, go. Okay, new plan. We're gonna deal with these wankers instead.
We should try that again.
So I didn't actually realize these guys lived, or were a thing.
This weapon is entirely worthless.
I got it.
Raining blood is nowhere near the thing.
Dent.
Flawless.
See, when he's prone, he actually seems to do a lot more damage, which is why I'm kind of hoping. I always kind of hope they go prone.
Come and
But the
feast
game never
my
seems
ire.
to do what I was told.
Will do.
So hopefully we can break these assholes pretty quickly.
I got it.
That's how it's done.
My blood spills.
Okay, yeah, see, I knew that attack would be wasted. That's why I attacked this guy instead. See, you don't waste attacks by the jump. You just don't. I wonder how many people we're gonna have to kill.
This one is under my protection.
Probably too many. Fuck, no, forgot.
Right.
Okay, so we won that one. Let's have a quick save game just to make sure that I don't have to fucking do loads of fights again.
Can't do that.
No fights up here, bitching. That means I can get whatever loot I'm about to get.
I can't.
Okay, so all loot is full, so we'll start putting stuff in my pouch now. Also, potions. Yeah. Actually, Barak never seems to need them. It seems to be more her. Or verse. There is no other potions, so we shall have to make do with what we have got. Oh great, there's more fucking fighters there. We'll take these ones out first.
Sorry, can't do that.
Have a look here.
And of course I ran into the fucking trap. Of course I did. Because why wouldn't
Can't
I?
do that.
I must admit, ladies and gentlemen, I'm not the smartest when it comes to caring about
do
traps.
Are you afraid of death, worm?
Probably, yes, Barry, they probably are. Especially when faced with such badasses like us. I mean, we are top-notch badasses. Like, we're the baddest of asses. That's how good we are.
This weapon is entirely worthless.
Yeah, we don't need to use stats. We can just let him die. He'll die eventually. And there's some loot, bitchin'. I don't even know what I don't even need half this loot. I just want it. It's like a obsession. Free stuff is. I like free stuff. Alright, these dickheads are next. That there, that there. And there we go.
Are we ready for this?
Oh, fuck you, I got forced to disengage. That's bullshit. I hate it when the game forcefully disengages you and you have to fucking put up with the fact that your attack doesn't hit.
I got it.
It's actually quite really, it's actually not even quite annoying, it's fucking annoying. That was a pretty cool attack, I will give you that. Actually, do not use that.
Are we ready
Use
for
your
this?
ability with Barret.
Stalwart for
Oh, it's because that attack's fucking awesome.
Bleed
Actually, I'm gonna go
out,
deal with this guy. Try and deal with one of the problems back here. Or both of the ones, why not?
On it.
This weapon is entirely worthless.
I didn't need to do that. Oh, whatever. See, look, that guy's burning to death. Oh well. Shouldn't be such a cunt, should it?
This weapon is entirely worthless.
Oh, stop complaining about the weapon. You're the one wielding it, so it's obviously your fault.
Can't do that.
We're definitely going to have to rest after this. That is definitely something that is going to happen. Okay, there we go. We've rested. Oh, I've got my missive back. So we're going to read that, and I think that's how we're going to end this part. Greetings, Alexander Hill. You are correct. There are spires all across Terratus. The exact distribution of these monuments fuels all sorts of debate and speculation, but two facts seem commonplace. Most spires are built near old walls. Your mountain spire is a notable exception. And nearly every culture of that predate Kyros has some mythical myth to explain the builds of these spires. I believe the Tearsmen cite Older Realms as their local name for the spire Old Walls architect, but nobody knows for sure. And of course, where Kyros has brought proper civilization, the origin of the spire simply isn't discussed in good company. Here's what I think you need to do. First, the spires behave as an arcane lodestone. There is a constant field of magical strength around the spire. If you imagine a mystic sea of resting atop our world, the spires seem to spin and churn this magic. Creating a spell cast, even the modest effort, will materialize with powerful results. Secondly, and I say most tellingly, Kyros has laws against entering the old walls, but there are no laws against the spires. You could infer that from this that means Kyros has no issue with the lay folks messing with the spires, but wishes to keep us safe from the old walls. Or you could think like an overlord, and know that if you place a rule against something, you make it forbidden and desirable. Now I find it telling that Kyros forbids the hallways that lead to the spires as if not paint a target on the spires themselves. Last but not least, as a young Fatebinder, I once had to oversee the case of a man who had built a shrine to Kyros around the base of Spire, in the far southeast. I could find no evidence of falsity or slander. His shrine was the most reverent and loving tribute as I've ever seen. At one point, though, this man claimed to have evidence that Kyros was here back in negative 50. He had merely uttered these words, and my senior binder swung the axe then and there. Being the new girl at the court, I said nothing, but I have long wondered why such a comment should require death instead of the traditional removal of the tongue. Fatebinder Mephios. Inquire about edicts in the nature. Must thank you for hearing me out. I have one more question that I have more questions than I have ink. But let's start this with a discussion of Kyros' edicts I've lived under, proclaimed and resolved edicts, which makes me far more knowledgeable than the layperson on the subject, and yet I still know so little. But unfortunately, ladies and gentlemen, we are now going to have to end this part here. I hope you guys have enjoyed, and I will see you guys next part. See you guys then.